Hi, today I want to show you how you can make an audio preview button inside of Toddle, and that's very cool if you have like an audio that you want people to preview. Now we're not going to build a whole audio player. I think there are easier solutions in using pre-made web components for that, but we're going to make a simple audio play and pause button to understand how we can work with audio inside of Toddle if our app needs to play some sort of audio. So let's get right started with that. So now what we want to do first is we want to add an HTML audio element to the page. So we add audio in here. Now we can embed an audio. Now we want to give this audio player an ID so that we can identify it. Let's just call this audio player. That's the ID of the audio player. Now we can identify the audio player. Now we want to create a custom button that will control the audio player. So I'm going to create a button. Now we don't really know if it's playing or not because we need to now manage something that we call state of that audio. For that, I already have a variable, but let's delete this. Let's create that variable together. So I go to variables plus, and I'll make this is playing just like that. The value will be false, just like that, false. And now I want to change between false and true if it's playing or not. So I go on this button here, I go on click event, I expand the click event, and on click event I want to add a switch. Let's expand the switch, and I want to look for is playing. Oh, is playing. Oh, equals true. Oh, is playing equals false. Right? Because you want to know if it's not playing. And if it's not playing, then we want to change the variable to be, oh, let me delete this, to be is playing. Oh, I can't edit in here. Okay, let's make this true. To make this true. So if it's playing, if it is playing is false, then we're going to make it true. And if it is true, then we're going to make it false. So I'm going to go in here and I'll make it false, just like that. So now we have like a switch. So let's go in here in the text. We go on FX on the right side to bind it dynamically to the displaying variable. Now we got displaying false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false, true. That's how we make that switch. Now we need to, we want to not just have it say false or true, we want to show it an icon. So for that, I have some nice icons from Loom Icons. So let's actually start with play. And let's take that play icon here. Let's copy that for Figma. Let's go to the button. We'll paste it in here. We'll delete the true or false. And now I got this SVG in here. And this SVG needs to be shown if it is false. So if is playing is true, then we don't want to show it. So if it's not true, meaning if it's false, you want to show it. So now it's not playing. Now it should be playing. So now, though, we need to add an icon that is playing. So this will be the pause icon. Because when it's playing, we want to pause. So we'll add the pause icon. We'll copy the pause icon for Figma. We're going to go in the button and we're going to paste it in here. And now we're going to go on here. We're going to show, and we're going to show it if it is playing. See, because we see is playing true, then if it is true, it will be shown. Now it's true, false, true, false, true, false. And now we have this play and pause effect. Pretty simple. So now play, pause, play, pause. Now we're not controlling the audio player yet. So we can go to the audio player, and actually we need to go to the button, and that will now control the audio player. So we go on click, we're setting those. And after those, now since we installed the plugin, we have something that is saying play media. And that will now be bound to the audio element. So we make this, let's go in here. Let's go and click. Oops. And let's scroll down. Let's make this expanded here. We'll do audio minus player. Now we got the audio player in here. And now if it is not playing, we want to pause the media, and then we're going to pause the media. So in here, we're going to look, is playing true? If it's playing, right? Then we go to false and we're going to pause the media. And if it's not playing, then we're going to play the media and we're going to update the state so that cycle can continue. Now, we want to try this out. So we need to reload so they're synced, right? So now in this example, I want to click on here. The audio is playing. And I click on here and the audio stopped. But what if the audio is at the end? How do we reset this button? Oh. Right? It's not resetting it back. That's the issue. So what we need to do here is we can go to this audio player and we can add the custom event of ended in here, ended. And then in here we go on is playing and we'll make it false. So if it ends, we'll make it false. Let's go to ended again. Let's go close. And now you see it resetted it back, right? So that way we have it fully in sync. So when it loads, right, so we got that. Now we can just go in here. We can wrap this in an element. We'll just wrap it in a div, right? So we have those tied together. We'll take that div, we'll paste it in here. And now we go on this audio element and we're going to make by controls and we'll make them false. So we have no controls. We don't want to loop. Preload could be true if you want. And then you got your play icon. Now you can also make this come from dynamic data. I have a mock API set up here in the best backend tool called Xano. It's the best out there. And we'll copy that endpoint URL. And we're going to just set up a quick API to load like every time we reload, or, you know, maybe we can add a button to switch to a different song. That would be cool too. So let's create an API in here, right? Now we're going to put our get in here to always get a new one, just like that. And now we'll make that song, and it's like always gets a random song. So now we got this API in here, and we could also add another button that would be like a new song, right? And then I have my button in here, and then we'll play it. So on load now, we're getting that song. So we now want to make the song dynamic. So I go to the audio element here, and we see this attribute called source, SRC. I go on FX, and I now base this on song, data, song, and I'll take my URL of the song that comes from my database. Now I can play. And now I got my song in there that's made by my AI model that the tablet is coming very soon from NoCode.com. Now we want to switch to a different song maybe. So we can go on this button, and on click of this button, we're going to recall the song API. So let's see if that works. And now on click of this button, we're reloading a new song. But what we need to do, since we're reloading the song, we're actually stopping the media. So on success of that reload, we need to go to is playing, and we'll need to set it to false. So we're resetting the state of the audio player, so everything is properly communicated with the user. So let's go in here and let's click. Okay, so we got that. Now I can create a new song. Okay, now we can go to a new song. And we got a new song. New song. And we have some synchronization issues as we can see in here. So my proposal would be, let's create a variable called song URL, and we'll make that empty. And we go to that audio player, and we go to the source, and we'll bind it to the song URL, just like that. And Then we're going to go on our API call here to get the song. And then we'll make sure that when we load this at the initial state on success, we're going to set the song URL with the song data song URL. So that because when we base it on the API, it may have a loading state for 1 to 2 seconds, and that can cause some unlinks with the synchronization. So we're just updating the state when we get it, and then when we go on this button here and redo the API call, right? We're uploading the isPlaying variable, right? But then we're also, actually before that, we're also now going to go in here and we're going to go to the song URL and we're going to set the song URL from the song data song URL so that we never have the variable be empty. And let's look at that actually together. Let's create a text in here so we can easier understand what's actually doing it on the back end. And we'll do the song URL in here. Now, when I reload the page, as we can see, we get a song URL, right? And now if I play and I click on new song, okay, when I click a new song, it should stop the song, because when I click again, it may be starting a different song. Okay, now those are the things where audio gets more complex, especially also I wonder if auto fetch in here may be a good idea, because we're working with song data. We may be able to just go to the lifecycle of the page and call the API on lifecycle, right? And then this API already has on default to update the variable with the data. So when we go on that button here, we don't need to on success set the URL again. That would double setting it, and that may cause some issues. So let's reload and let's see if that puts us in a better position. Let's try again. Okay, now it's not loading at all. So let's look at that song. It's a GET request, right? On cycle, for some reason it didn't save it. We'll just put that in here. Okay, now let's try reloading it if that was saved. Yeah, so now we got the URL, as you can see. We can play, pause. Now we can go new song. Okay, it stopped it now on the new song. That's great. Now we got the new song loaded. Let's play the new song. We got the new song. We'll click on new song. We click on new song. It stops the song. We got the song. We click on new song. We got the song. While we play it, we click on new song. We got the song. So this is kind of like how we work with audio, and it's just an example. Now, there are more complex things. What happens if you render a list of audio players like Spotify or Apple Music? Those things can get more complicated, and for those complicated things, that's where we really focus in detail to help you move faster at office hours, in the courses, in the boilerplates. We have a whole, I don't know if you know Suno, but we have a whole boilerplate where you can build your own SaaS like Suno, where people can sing into their phone, la 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 la, and they'll be able to clone their voice and have their AI model sing their own song. They can type in their lyrics, it'll make the music using Music Gen, and then it'll use Suno's, I think it's called Suno Bark, to then make the vocals, and it matches it with the music, and we got it all set up. And the API calls are super cheap, so you can build your own AI music SaaS with the template that's coming. We also have a template coming at NoCode ProCode where you can build your own online banking app in case that's what you want to do for fintech startups. We're making an AI fintech SaaS, all the buzzwords. And then, of course, we got office hours, we got pre-made Xano snippets, we got exclusive courses and tutorials, and a whole component library. And, now we got 50 plus happy and successful members in there. It's really exciting. and it just helps you move faster, and everybody loves it. Like, just look at the reviews and you can look those people up. They're very well known for what they do. But let's actually go in here. Let me show you all the exciting stuff we are doing in here. So from a course on how to make the SaaS auth flow for an AI logo generator, to some minor things, to a Framer auth authentication so that you can connect Framer with Toddle, and a secure webhooks course, because I've seen a lot of bad things happening with webhooks, especially if you use Stripe. People could just send malicious webhooks. This course will help you safeguard that, right? Then we got some SaaS cancellation course where you can see how to handle cancellations, how to handle chargebacks so that you're not the loser at the end of that. And then we got an integration for SMS auth in Xano. We got more courses. We got another course. We got a bunch of courses, a bunch of educational content in here. Over 265 posts are on the membership side already. So if you want to join, and just look at the templates are amazing. So if I go on the templates here, I got the frame. That's the best one. That's the simplest one, right? Then we got Toddle auth template. We got upload care, but tokens. And this is a full boilerplate for every SaaS. It includes Toddle, Xano, Resend for authentication and emails, Lemon Squeezy for tax compliant payments, Hyperbolic for AI inference. This is a whole AI SaaS pre-built. Now the next template will be a whole fintech SaaS pre-built. That'll be next week. And after that, we'll have a whole AI music SaaS like Suno pre-built. And we're actually using Suno technology on the back end, using their Bark language, or not language model, but using their Bark machine music model. I don't know, MMM. And we got a bunch of cool templates, Stripe elements for Stripe Connect, the PDF reader, real-time WebSockets, touch swipe plugin, GSAP plugin, single page application plugin, video player, fancy file uploader, light and dark mode, slider for Toddle, moving rainbow gradient, AI image generator, Stripe elements, AI voiceover generator, and much more. We got all those things, and we also got a bunch of Toddle tutorials in here to help you build better things in Toddle. It's basically an infinite scroll. If you look at that, here you go. Those are all the Toddle tutorials that we got in here. And those are all over 1 hour, some are even 3 hours. So this really is great. And I try my best to add daily a few things every day. What did we post today? Today, I think it's 3 a.m. in the morning here. So we posted a guide to full screen web apps. We got SaaS auth flow in Toddle. Yesterday we posted WIST and Toddle integration. Then unwanted form reloads, how to fix them in Toddle. We got Framer auth in Toddle also yesterday added. We got secure webhooks yesterday. Andreas, by the way, is joining us today. We got SaaS cancellations posted yesterday, of course. And then we got the upload care plugin posted yesterday. So we got a bunch of things posted yesterday. So the content is coming and it is here to help you get unstuck. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. And if you want to join the membership, if you want to become a member, if you want to be part of the community to build better things quicker, faster, and with less headache, and actually with no headache, that's my guarantee to you, look at NoCodeProCode.com. You'll find the link in the bio and in the pinned comment. I would love to see you on the inside. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for everything.